Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a massive deep dive into Abselum, one of 2025 most critically acclaimed beat-em-ups that's been setting the gaming world on fire. Developed by Crush Games, the talented team behind Streets of Rage 4, and published by Dotemu, Absolum has achieved something truly special. It seamlessly blends classic arcade-style brawling with modern roguelite progression in a way that feels completely fresh.
The fertile lands of Grandery and its peaks are now within our grasp.
With Metacritic scores ranging from 87 to 89 across all platforms, over 200,000 copies sold in its launch week alone, and even a nomination for Best Independent Game at the Game Awards 2025, this is a title you absolutely need to know about. In this video, we're leaving no stone unturned. We'll explore the rich lore and world of Talum, break down all 4 playable characters and their unique movesets, dissect the roguelite mechanics and progression systems, reveal secret bosses and hidden areas, discuss optimal builds and strategies, and cover the multiplayer experience. So buckle up, this is going to be an epic story.
There are worthy foes at hand. One day I will fly.
They followed me. They couldn't let them find your refuge. Is it cozy up there? You smell like peace? Feels good. I'll track down the other legionnaires, don't worry.
This is a declaration of war against any trespasser. Yet I must push.
Abselum is set in the high fantasy world of Talum, a land that was once governed by powerful wizards in the elven territory of Mistara, now known by its darker name, Yeldrim. These wizards were obsessed with discovering new forms of magic and open portals to various realms in their relentless pursuit of knowledge. In the power vacuum that followed, a tyrant named Sun King Azra rose to power. Azra quickly conquered the surrounding lands and established an iron fist regime. He outlawed magic across Talum and persecuted wizards relentlessly, enslaving them into his army of zealots known as the Crimson Order. But here's the twist: Azra himself hypocritically uses magic to maintain control. His true objective wasn't simply power for its own sake, he was actually trying to contain and control Abselum, the very interdimensional being whose power threatened to destroy all of Talum. He exploits Abselum's temporal energy to strengthen his regime while hunting down the remaining free wizards. This brings us to our heroes. The Enchantress Uchawi, also known as the Root Mother, leads a small resistance group operating from a hidden sanctuary called Achor's Hearth, far from Azra's stronghold in the capital city of Asterius. Protected by the Root Sisters, a coven of witches who maintain the sanctuary, Uchawi leads 4 outcast warriors in an uprising against Azra's tyranny. But the story has layers. As you progress, you discover that Uchawi was actually Azra's wife, and she's pregnant with his child. Her body cannot give birth. While Azra maintains his grip on time and magic, the entire narrative becomes a deeply personal conflict about freedom, control, and the price of power. When you finally defeat Azra and complete your first playthrough, the real story unfolds. Azra's defeat releases Abselum, and the true final boss emerges. You must face this interdimensional entity across multiple phases in one of the game's most epic encounters. Only by defeating Abselum can you see the true ending and save Talum from complete destruction. The game brilliantly weaves its roguelite death and rebirth mechanics into the narrative. Each time you die, the Root Sisters use their ritual of rebirth to revive you, but at a cost. They're harvesting the souls of others to grant you immortality, meaning every death and resurrection results in another innocent person losing their life. It's a dark integration of gameplay and story that adds real weight to your repeated runs. So, next time your character dies, the Root Sisters gather souls from other characters in the game to revive you, which are precious souls of the Abselum NPCs. Think about that and fight on. There are 4 playable characters. Each offers a completely distinct playstyle with unique abilities, strengths, and combat philosophies. Galandra the Elven Swordswoman is your well-balanced warrior, wielding a massive sword with devastating sweeping attacks. She's the tutorial character and often the first choice for new players, and the one I'm playing right now in this video. Her combat style emphasizes powerful, wide-reaching strikes that excel at crowd control. Galandra's sword has excellent range, making her great for keeping enemies at bay while dealing consistent damage. She can juggle enemies effectively and has strong running attacks that let her close distance quickly. Key moves include her running slash, which covers great distance, and her air combo potential that keeps enemies suspended. Later, you'll unlock powerful inspirations like Burial Smash, which lets you grab and slam enemies into the ground for massive damage, and Ghost Blade, which summons a spectral sword that continues attacking even if you die in multiplayer, which is absolutely overpowered. Her ultimate build focuses on lightning-infused attacks that trigger chain lightning, combined with speed-boosting trinkets like Jojoba Oil and the Juggernaut Helmet to amplify her devastating running attacks.
I have no desire to rot here.
Oh, well done. I don't know how you convinced the Elder, but the attacks here have stopped.
Karl the Dwarven Gunslinger is Abselum's ranged powerhouse, combining melee brawling with long-range blunderbuss attacks. He's a dwarf who fights with both his fists and guns, offering incredible versatility.
The great towers mark the dominion of Azra upon Talam, channeling the magic of the land to his seat of power.
What makes Karl special is his reload ability. This isn't just a functional mechanic, it's a core part of his combat flow. When upgraded with the infused shell's inspiration, his reload not only instantly replenishes mana, but also fires shell casings that stagger nearby enemies. This creates an incredible loop where you can spam powerful arcana attacks, reload to regain mana while stunning FOs, and immediately unleash another volley.
An exiled, a hunter for the Crimson Order. It must have been taken down. It's not dead yet, and desperate for life. If you choose to take the ritual, you will pay a price in blood. Worth it.
Karl excels at creating distance and picking off enemies safely. His best arcana is Rifle Bullet, which fires multiple fast-moving projectiles perfect for keeping enemies at range. Combined with rituals that spawn rose turrets or skeletal minions on arcana use, Karl can establish a defensive perimeter that melts through enemy waves. His trinket build focuses on raw damage multiplication stack whetstones for critical damage, lucky charms for critical chance, and eyeball charms for single target damage. The Lord's Bracelet is particularly effective on Karl since he's often at full health fighting from range. Cider is the game's most mobile character, a mysterious assassin with mechanical prosthetic limbs that grant incredible agility. She has the lowest health in the game, reflecting her frailty, but compensates with the highest movement speed and devastating hit and run tactics. Cider wields dual daggers for rapid strikes and features a prosthetic grappling arm similar to Devil May Cry's Nero. This arm lets her pull herself to enemies or grapple onto ledges, giving her unmatched aerial mobility. Her optimal playstyle keeps her airborne as much as possible. The pneumatic heel's inspiration grants an extra air dash, while magnetic jump extends her air time even further. Slice and Dice is her game changer, lets Cider dash straight through enemies, dealing damage and positioning her for backstab attacks, which deal 50% bonus damage with the dry hand charm. build her around lightning and fire rituals applied to her skill attacks, and equip Blazing Dash to leave burning trails across the battlefield. Stack Feather Charms to boost aerial damage, and use the Epic Winged Boots trinket, which grants unlimited dashes for 5 seconds after using an Arcana.
Death is just another step on your journey. Your body broke on the steps of the Great Dragon's mansions.
Cider has the highest skill ceiling, but rewards mastery with devastating combo potential and unrivaled battlefield control.
Your visit was planned for, young one. You were as useful as expected. It was not difficult to adapt this space for my purpose.
Last, but definitely not least, is Brome, an anthropomorphic frog and the game's dedicated spellcaster. Brome can surf through the air using his scepter, giving him fantastic mobility and making him the only character who starts with meaningful ranged magical attacks.
Cataclysm struck, Mother sent me to investigate in Yeldrim. I don't know what I saw there. I died before I could find any explanation for this horror. Then came Azra. Oh, we knew him way before the cataclysm, of course. But then again, he wasn't the conqueror yet. I still can't believe how swiftly he took power. How easily he played on our fears.
Brome's signature ability is telekinesis, which automatically lifts nearby throwable objects and lets you launch them as deadly projectiles using your skill attack. This synergizes beautifully with environmental hazards and makes him phenomenal at controlling space. His ultimate build revolves around Drill Rush, one of the most powerful inspirations in the game. This move lets Brome dash across the screen, dealing continuous hits, and when combined with elemental rituals like Lightning Skill, it becomes an absolute delete button for enemies. The strategy is simple but devastatingly effective. Use Mana Flow Ritual to generate mana faster as your combo meter increases, apply lightning or fire to your skill attacks, and spam Drill Rush across the battlefield. Add Rage Barrage Arcana, which fires homing projectiles automatically, and you become an unstoppable magical artillery platform.
Revenge Claw! Revenge Claw! Revenge Claw!
We have a warm fire and a beautiful view. Maker.
The strategy is simple but devastatingly effective. Use Mana Flow Ritual to generate mana faster as your combo meter increases, apply lightning or fire to your skill attacks, and spam Drill Rush across the battlefield. Add Rage Barrage Arcana, which fires homing projectiles automatically, and you become an unstoppable magical artillery platform. Equip the Juggernaut Helmet to boost Drill Rush damage and Jojoba Oil for extra speed. Brome can trivialize about 90% of the game's encounters once this build comes together. Abselum's combat system is where the game truly shines. This isn't button mashing, it's a technical fighting game disguised as a beat 'em up with precision timing and strategic depth. Every character has light strike attacks and heavy skill attacks. Strikes are fast and build combos, while skills are slower but deal devastating damage and can launch enemies. You can chain strikes into skills for powerful finishes, but combat goes much deeper. You have running attacks, full aerial combo systems, grabs and throws, and a pressure meter that prevents infinite combos, forcing you to mix up your approach.
Hope is wounded but alive.
What sets Absolum apart from traditional beat-em-ups is its deep roguelite progression system. Every run teaches you something, unlocks something, and makes you stronger. Each run takes you through Talum's branching regions toward Ezra's tower in Asterius. A complete run to the final boss takes approximately 40 minutes to an hour, depending on how thorough you are with exploration. The world map shows multiple paths through each region, and your choices matter. Taking different routes reveals new areas, encounters, unique bosses, triggers, side quests, and unlocks shortcuts for future runs. The four main regions: the Grandery, the starting woodland region filled with goblins and where your home base is located. You'll fight through here repeatedly. Facing the Underking is the first major boss. Jeroba, the second region, accessed by boat after defeating the Underking. This area features Lizardman, new environmental hazards, and introduces Brome as a playable character. Yeldrim, the secret fourth region and former home of the wizards. This area is significantly harder than Jeroba and only becomes accessible randomly after a few runs when purple mist engulfs the boat. Once discovered, you can choose to visit it. Yeldrim holds some of the game's best rituals and toughest secret bosses. Asterius, the capital city and Azra's stronghold. This is the final region, culminating in the battle against Sun King Azra himself.
The remains of the last Dragon Lord, slain by Azra the day he proclaimed his empire upon Talamh.
Rituals are Abselum's equivalent to Hades' boons, elemental modifications that fundamentally alter your abilities. There are 8 ritual types. Fire burns enemies and creates blazing trails, water traps enemies in bubbles and creates knockback. Wind spawns tornadoes and provides crowd control. Thunder builds static charge that releases chain lightning. Bramble spawns throwable rose daggers, and thorn turrets. Necromancy summons skeletal allies and grants spectral armor. Chaos creates unpredictable magical effects and echoes time. Unlocked after beating Azra, manipulates temporal effects. Each ritual can modify different aspects of your moveset: strikes, skills, dodges, deflects, and arcana. You can equip multiple rituals that stack and synergize. For example, applying fire to your dash creates blazing trails, while applying thunder to your skills builds toward a devastating chain lightning explosion. Many rituals are locked behind side quests or story progression, encouraging exploration. Later, you unlock hybrid rituals that combine 2 elements for even more powerful effects.
That'll do.
Exploration rewards you with branching quest lines that actually change the game world. One memorable quest involves connecting goblin and human societies for a convenient shortcut, but later, this decision results in the complete destruction of the human town, showing real consequence to your choices. Look for the one-eyed rabbit symbol in levels. This indicates hidden areas with valuable secrets. Breaking through environmental obstacles often reveals hidden paths, treasure rooms, and new NPCs who relocate to your home base to provide services. The dynamic side quest system means different players will experience different stories and unlock different content based on their exploration choices. Abselum represents the evolution of the beat-em-up genre by seamlessly fusing classic arcade brawling with modern roguelite depth. Guard, Crush Games, and Dotemu have created something genuinely special, a game that respects its roots while boldly innovating. With gorgeous hand-drawn art, a richly detailed fantasy world, 4 distinct characters with meaningful differences, deep progression systems, extensive replayability through branching paths and secret content, and excellent co-op support, Absolum delivers on every front.
I should take this opportunity to sharpen my blade.
Whether you're a long-time fan of beat-em-ups, a roguelite enthusiast, or someone who just loves great action games, Absolum deserves your attention. Thanks so much for watching this deep dive. If you found this guide helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more in-depth gaming content. Drop a comment below telling me which character you're maining and what your favorite build is. I'm genuinely curious to hear your strategies. Until next time, keep fighting for Talum, and I'll see you in the next video.
do.
An eye for an eye. A town in flames for as long as the forest bleeds.
That'll do.
We fight again! I must!
Death is just another step on your journey. It pains me to see my children killing each other.
The Root Sisters have many secrets. One less should do no harm.